Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Once again, I'm commentating this because OBS had messed up and didn't record my mic. So last time we went to the Skelos Badlands and the Crystal Glacier and met some nice cavemen people. Help them with their problems. This episode, we will be heading into a interesting pair of levels as we work through World 2. Just have to gather some more gems. We're gonna gather our gems a bit more slowly this time. Anyway, onward into Breeze Harbor. Our first level for the episode. Or as the PAL version of Spyro 2 calls it, Breeze Harbor with a U, because, you know, European spelling of harbor. Yeah. Ripto has nothing to do with these two levels. These two levels we're gonna do in this video has to do with a feud between these two races, I guess. First guy gathers some gems.
Please excuse the mess.
Strangely enough, the start of the level NPC is over here.
First they put out the fires in our
Kiki's
boilers,
gonna explain
and now
what
shut down
happens
our
here.
ship too. If you could stoke up the fires under the boilers, I'm sure you could make your way to the ship. The
Yeah.
steam from the boilers will activate our highly advanced machinery.
So, that's our mission. We have to get to the airship. By defeating the enemies, and then lighting the boilers. Also, one little note about this level. The original demo of the game, this level was called Zephyr Harbor. Named for its, I guess, sibling level, Zephyr. We'll hear about Zephyr later in the level. Those things are used later for an orb challenge. Also, this level contains one of the most annoying orb challenges in all of Spyro. Almost to the point where it's actually gained some level of infamy. We just have to light this boiler. I have no idea why. It's just standing around. Guess I'm talking about something else. So yeah, we'll get to the challenges once we actually get our talisman. But yeah, these worm guys do remember what they look like. This will be meeting them later. Gotta light that boiler. Starts up these little wind airships. Yeah, the gems at the end. This gate over here leads into the most annoying orb challenge in all of Spyro. But we'll talk about that more once we get there. Can't forget that gem. That boiler activates. That boiler activates an interesting little contraption. Also, this curved pathway was hell to get across on the original game. Get on the catapult, fling this onto the ship. Where you get hit. But for the most part, we are tasked with hitting this bucket guy. With him gone, we can actually light the flames on the ship. Because if we didn't, he would have ran around and actually put them out. Lighting that fire. Lighting that fire. The airship raises. And we finish the level. Get to the end of the level.
Thanks for getting our ship fired up, Spyro. Now we can proceed with our counterattack on Zephyr. Please take this talisman as a token of our gratitude.
They're about to do a counterattack on Zephyr. Oh boy, we just helped them get a war ship up. Let's sure hope we don't have to go to Zephyr. It says with a tinge of foreshadowing. Anyway. First, I think we'll do the most annoying orb to do orb first. Most annoying orb first. This orb became infamous among the Spyro community, among the online just gaming community.
How lucky for me that you came along. My machinery is broken, and the gears I need to repair it are scattered all over the tracks.
The
Could you
trolley
hop on
challenge.
that trolley up there and collect them for me?
Everyone who knows Spyro knows this challenge. It's frustrating, but actually kind of fun once you figure it out. You have to collect all these little nuts and such. Also, always remember to hit that. I had to do this multiple times on the classic version. Because this is a really hard challenge. It took me a long time on the classic version to get it. I actually think I did pretty well. You have to hit these little signs to switch tracks. If you lose, as I demonstrate here,
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
that line
Well, use
lives
the
in
left
infamy.
stick to change
Trouble with the
lanes.
trolley, eh?
Press the jump button to jump, Press the
So many
attack
people
button to fire
heard
the
it
cannon.
over and over and over and over. And so this challenge became essentially infamous for being hard and annoying. Basically, if you crash or get hit by anything, the challenge ends and you have to do it all over again. And there's a lot of places where it's very touchy. If I remember right, I'm very fortunate here. Because I actually don't think I do actually not miss a part here. Have to go back through. Honestly, this is the hardest part, in my opinion, switching through those. It's super annoying. So long as you know your obstacles, it's good. This one, you have to jump. And I may be making this look easy, but it's not. It took me... The only reason I'm so good at this is because when I was recording the classic version for you guys, I literally had to do this like 10 times. So I had a lot of practice.
That was great work, Spyro. Now I can start fixing my machines. Here, I don't have room in my toolbox for this thing anymore.
So yeah, I'm actually pretty proud of myself that it took only essentially 2 tries to beat that challenge. Those are the gems from the iron chest we broke on the trolley. That we should head up. We should head on to the final orb challenge of the level. This orb challenge will take us throughout the level
Those landlubbers
and allow us to get the rest of the gems.
mines all over the harbor. If you can clear them out, I'll give you this orb I found in a clam yesterday.
Yep. You have to kill those spiky ball guys with these cannons. But these cannons are also used to break open the chests. Takes some timing to break these. Though there is multiple ways to do this challenge. I mean, you still have to break the mines, but there's multiple ways you can actually go about it. Multiple tactics you can do to aim for. There's the well-timed method, in which you anticipate them and just fire a single shot and keep trying to time it. Which I'm actually doing pretty well here. And then there's this method. That. Just rapid fire. In Reignited, it actually became, the rapid fire method became easier to do. That's 6 of them. Just need the last 2. Sparks with blue. Can't have my health be not at full. So we work our way back here. That chest we broke open earlier actually lets out its gems over here. It's actually 40 very easy to forget gems. Now we can hop in this cannon. If you fire the shell over, if you lob it over just right, I believe it takes a while for me to get it. And there, you can hit the mine on the other side. And of course we unlocked and opened up the chest. We're basically gonna have to glide and flap over, and that's the rest of the gems. Then we just hop back in the cannon and destroy the last one.
Thanks, Spyro. Here's that orb I promised. Sorry if it still has clam juice on it.
There's the last orb before the bubble. Another level complete. Just head on back to the ship. Okay, time for the birds to have some revenge. Going up. Oh, not me. Him. No, me. Him. Him. No, no, no. Okay, now that we've helped the birds with their little slug problem, let's head off to the next level, shall we? For this next level, we're going to have to pay.
Legend has it that there is a portal to Zephyr here. And legend also has it that I know how to activate it. Furthermore, as I recall, the legend mentioned something about me activating it for a small fee.
You have to pay 400
Thanks
gems
for
to unlock
Spyro.
the next
With
level.
all this cash, I can open a lizard burger shop in Skelos Badlands.
He mentions a lizard burger shop in Skelos Badlands. Well, remember that. We'll see how that works out for him. Also, if you talk to him again, he mentions...
Those darn birds in Zephyr never paid me for all the bombs and TNT barrels I gave them.
He sold weapons to the birds that were birds in Zephyr. Which means every time a bird shoots at us in this level, it's Moneybags' fault. In the classic version of this intro, the bird puts the bomb in the guy's mouth. Interesting joke. I like the music here.
Okay, Spyro.
The dilemma
looks like
here
we got
is-
us a bit of a situation here. The breeze builders have got us pinned down, and we've been waiting for a volunteer to blow up their munitions
Yeah, we have to go
building.
blow up a
Looks
munitions
like you're
building.
it.
So, we're actually helping the slugs now. Fend off a counterattack from the breeze builders. And of course, this is grassy plains. Our worst enemy when it comes to finding gems. Just gotta gather all of all them gems. We have to be extra thorough on this level. So, since this is post-commentary, I can tell you, I'm not thorough enough. You can guess what happens. At first here I try and hit these guys, but then I forget that you have to actually hit the smaller birds first. Some gems down here. Very easy to miss them. Yeah, after he's gone, then they start actually dropping their missiles on you. Get some health back.
Dang cannon just ain't working for me. Do you think you can blast that bird, soldier? Jump up here and give it a try.
Yeah, this is an interesting thing. Notice how the bird's going up and down. In the original game, he didn't do that. The bird didn't move. The bird would just stay still, and it was easy to shoot. So they actually made it a bit harder to shoot. We can then use this cannon to basically break open chests and pop balloons. Destroy this door in the back, which is actually easy to forget. Especially since it has a whole bunch of gems in it. Gotta check for gems. Continuing on through this level, we will not be able to complete this level. In fact, we have to come back here later, in a later episode, because we do not have the ability to climb. We cannot complete the level until we have the ability to climb. But we can get as many orbs, as many collectibles as we can in the meantime. Yeah, this place didn't actually used to be less of a waterway, the classic. In the original game, I mean. Every time I mention the classic, I mean the original game. They really did improve the water effects. So yeah, we need to use this cannon, as usual, for the usual purposes. Need to break open the door. We can also use the cannon to defeat him. right? This area gets kind of annoying because dive bombers are around. But there's plenty of extra lives. Bunch of bases there. For some reason we run into a TNT barrel there. Usually much more careful. We can use this cannon to actually get rid of the bomber birds. I decided to actually use the spam method. Making a wall of projectiles. And I'll eventually hit them. There we go. Right, to finish the level, we need to hit the door. Cannon. Slice the TNT. That explodes the munitions facility. So yay! We're war profiteers. We profited from the war between the breeze builders and the land lovers.
Wow! What an explosion! It sure is a good thing I had my helmet on. Oh yeah, the Colonel wanted me to give this talisman to you if you got through the breeze builder defenses. Good job, soldier.
So we get our talisman for the level. And now it's time for all the orbs. And the rest, at least most of the gems. Like I said, we can't complete this level. Because we can't climb. These brown creatures are central to a orb. Just gotta be thorough. And hint, I'm actually not as thorough as I would like to be. I do miss a gem. You actually see it right there. If you pay close attention, you actually see me pass right by it. Right here, I am actually trying to activate a feature in the game called gem sensor. I'm gonna have to look up how to do it. Perhaps you might see it next week.
What light from yonder window breaks? That window up there, dummy! The professor said he was working on a way to help me get back with Juliet, but I haven't seen him in a long time.
This guy and Juliet, obviously. Romeo, Juliet, you know, warring sides and all that. He has some interesting trivia to him. Oh, by the way, the name of this level, as I forgot to mention at the start, in the original demo, its name was Zephyr Meadows. So they kept Zephyr Just got rid of the meadows part. Just gotta remove the annoyances that are in this. Yeah, these little creatures. After we finish up this challenge, we start doing some. Also, right, I noted here is the fact that in Reignited
Spyro,
they
my
moved
boy,
them.
I've got a magic beam, seed for you in here somewhere.
It used to actually be
Here
right
it
next
is.
to the professor.
Why don't you plant
So
it
it
in
was
the
a lot
ground
easier
and
to
see
move
what
around.
grows?
This is the main thing of the challenge. We have these little seeds. The first one has to be planted in this soil. And if you couldn't tell, the physics on these are a little interesting. You place down the seed there, you can get a second seed. Then we have to go all the way back to where the professor is. And in the classic version actually tells you about this. You probably have to talk to him again, professor again, for this hint. Yeah, you can, if you aim it, you can actually control where it lands. All you have to do is burn the beanstalk to get the seed back. Let's take this all the way back. Plant the seed there. Now from here on out, it's a simple matter. Where we get a seed, aim a seed, fire a seed, throw a seed. Pretty much the complexity of this is gone. Goes away once you get the first two bean snakes. This is an interesting little scenario because of the fact that they're firing in opposite directions. This seed has to be fired into this hole. Go over here, get some gems. Of course, this is actually the way forward. I briefly jump over here. Then to jump back, because I realized that. Fly over. Hit with the professor again.
Well done, my boy. Here are 2 more seeds to get you the rest of the way. Oh, and take this with you if you don't mind. It's been cluttering up my pockets.
Get a halfway through orb. These seeds are tricky because you get 2 seeds, but you can only hold it one at a time. The key to this is, I fail here, but the idea is to spit out the seed on top of that platform. So it lands on top of that platform. It doesn't grow into anything yet, but it's just there for safekeeping. Because then we take the second seed with us, go around, and we aim, fire it in, land on the beanstalk, fly to the side, grab the seed, spit it out into the background. Then we reach Juliet. Now, funny thing about Juliet's voice. they took out a joke in Reignited. I'll have a clip here of Juliet's voice. Real fast.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Oh, there's Romeo. You can have this. I don't need it anymore.
Yeah. They basically made Juliet's voice like a husky, very masculine voice as a joke.
Romeo,
Here's when they make her
wherefore
a typical
art thou,
female
Romeo?
voice.
Oh, there's Romeo.
There's Romeo.
You can have this. I don't need it anymore.
Very Renaissance fair voice. They took out a funny joke, though. And yeah, sure, the joke probably is in poor taste nowadays, but back then it was actually kind of funny. And that solves the issue. Of course, we can't leave this spot just yet, because we need to do some prep work for another orb challenge. We have to push these little brown elephant things. You flame them, they jump really high. Then if you charge them, they go really far horizontally. We basically have to move these guys all the way out of this area into the previous little area. This is to make a future orb, make the next orb easier to get. Just gotta wait and then charge. There we go. Now let's go activate the task we have to do.
My name is Little Bo Peep, and I've lost my cowlicks. With these battles going on all of the time, they keep running away. Can you help me get them back into my pen?
Yeah. We have to take all the cowlicks, put them in the pen. Also, notice the hair. In the classic version, he doesn't have hair like that. So they took out one possibly offensive joke and put in another, I guess, less offensive joke? I don't know. Also, this guy, when you talk to Romeo a second time, he'll say this.
You reunited me with Juliet! Oh, now we can take our honeymoon in Idle Springs!
He says Idle Springs and Reignited, but in the original, he says Colossus Springs.
You've reunited me with Juliet! Now we can take our honeymoon in Colossus Springs and see the idols!
Colossus Springs was the original demo name for Idle Springs. They fixed that in Reignited. So I do like how the reference to the original demo name. I mean, it's inconsistent to the way the game works, but I like the little trivia like that. Now we have all of the cowlicks where we want them. We just need to slowly make our progress of moving them into the game. Weirdly enough, the controls in Reignited actually make this harder. Slightly harder in my opinion. Do, because they improve the physics of the cowlicks for some reason. We just have to move all the cowlicks into one location. for AC cleanup. That's 3. And then 4. Then we have to go all the way down here. For some reason, this Cowlick liked to get on the whirlwind. Play heck trying to get him on. Then once he's on his way, that's fine.
Thanks, Spyro. Here's a little something for, you know, the effort.
For that, we get an orb. We cannot get the other orb.
There are 2 more Cowlicks out there somewhere, but I haven't seen them in days.
Yeah. Thing is, those Cowlicks are back here, but we cannot get there without being able to climb. So we're gonna have to actually wait and come back to this level after we're able to climb. Kinda sucks, but them's the breaks. I can't fail that jump. Anyway, that finishes our little excursion in this level for this episode. We'll come back to it once we gain the ability to climb. And we exit. Time for the slugs to get their revenge on the birds. Still, we kind of act as war profiteers. Little. Anyway, again, sorry for the post commentary. OBS was a bit of a jerk. In the next one, we'll probably move on to more. If you enjoyed this, like, comment, and subscribe for more. And with that, Dirk's here, out.